Okay. Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Yoko from Japan. Welcome back to my channel. I'm live from Fukuoka Prefecture, Japan. How are you guys doing? I'm still not like, is this good? You okay? Good? Yeah. Okay. I feel like the sofa is, I don't know the direction. This bothers me. Oh well. I feel like the height is different. Anyway, how are you? Nice to see you all. I already see some comments. Hello from Australia. Hi. Nice to see you. I think they're having what you call quad Japan, America, Australia, India. They're having a meeting soon, I think, in the US, and that's gonna be the last time that Kishida is gonna visit America to see Biden too. Man, Biden administration, just like I was saying, I was expecting this, but just like I was saying, so our prime minister is ending his term very soon, and then we will pick our new prime minister, right? This month, I think, and in November, that's only 2 months away. Oh man, by that time, like in exactly 2 months, the election is over, right? Wow. It's so weird. Like we are finally getting to the point. But yeah, Biden will be replaced. UK already replaced. So the leaders' faces are changing. So we're gonna see a lot of changes in the world, I think. Let's look at your comments first. So tired, but stay awake for Yoko. Yoko! Oh, nice to see that. Hello, thanks for coming. Hello, Yoko and Hide. Hello, thanks for coming. I think he's here, but I don't know where exactly. I'm here. Nice animals. Thank you. This is Random Zoo. Dog, bird, gaming chair. Yeah. That gaming chair is important. Yawn. Oh no. No more a 9 to 5 job. Oh hi, Yoko looks elegant as always. Thank you. I feel like though that because this summer was so freaking hot that we kept our air conditioner on and it's nice, but it makes the air very dry. So I feel like I aged a lot this summer. Like I see a few wrinkles here, around my, like it's tiny, but began to see that. So now I know what women in the US feel though, because the air is very dry in the US, not here in Japan. It's humid. That's why our skin is good compared to them, I think. Like that's what I think, but it's gonna change, I think. Who wants to see the newspaper from after the debate? This is Thursday in Japan. Yomiuri Shimbun. Bam! Thought that you wanted to see this. So first battle. Very enthusiastic or passionate. Like they fought. Like really fought hard. And yeah, you can see the picture too, pointing at each other. Yeah. And they show the poll as well. You see, CNN. I don't know why they always post CNN. But CNN 37 Trump, 63 Harris, and before with Biden, Trump 67, Biden 33. But that's CNN. But what's interesting about CNN is that like regularly we don't see the details of this kind of poll, but I saw the one in a Japanese news program on TV. Like there are lots of political shows here in Japan, and in some programs, they dig into what's really happening in the US or elsewhere in the world. And that this one poll that I actually saw from CNN was about economy, that when it comes to the debate on economy, Trump won, even on CNN. And that was very interesting because she's a copycat, right? And what she's saying, like, I read what she said too. Like, I didn't get to see it live this time because I was sleeping. Like, I couldn't get up for some reason. But I saw, for example, about the first people that buy their house for the first time, they're gonna pay them that's like, I saw the number. It's a lot of money. And I'm like, where does that money come from? Of course, the tax money. I'm like, wow, it's like she wants to do that now in this bad. Like, I guess in America, the economy in general isn't bad compared to here. But you know what I mean? Like, there are people that are having a hard time that she wants to help, but the help itself would put America in a bad cycle. I feel like, is this like, because I have a trauma from 2008, Lehman shock. That was housing problem as well. This time it's about the government though. But anyway, wonder if the chair will decide to move again. Maybe later when my force is stronger. But yeah, what did you guys of the debate though? As the newspaper shows, and also I saw some news coverage here in Japan as well. But like, I think that a lot of experts or news people are saying that it didn't change things worse for either of the candidates, if you know what I mean. That people say like, maybe Harris was, she was in a better place than Trump in this debate. But I'm not saying, they are saying, okay. But that doesn't mean that there were things that is like decreasing Trump's power. They are talking about that pet comment though that Trump made. I wish that Trump would have fall back against the anchors or moderators. I don't know why he had to fight against those moderators, but I saw one of the moderators saying back to him like, oh, there's no, the local people are not like what's it's called, like the local authority shows no, like they say that there's no records of people, the immigrants eating pets or whatever. And Trump just said that he saw people saying that on TV, and then so there are no records. And I'm like, Trump should have said that, oh, so on TV people lie, like, is it fake news? Like, it could have ended up in a bad way, but like, you could withdraw, like, oh, so TV coverage is like, it's false information, and then they will have to say like, oh, like, they are supposed to be reporting the truth. And if they are asked like, oh, so is it a lie, then they can't really say, oh yes, it's a lie. No, they can't say that. You know what I mean? But this is Japanese newspaper, by the way, and it's the huge news here, right? And they go on and on inside as well. Oh, because America is the biggest country in the world, and next to that, we depend on our alliance. Japan-US alliance is such a huge deal for us. So that's why we are looking at it just like you guys are doing. Okay. And you see the familiar face here? Let's see. Okay, this is how big the article is inside the second page. So economy, policies, and then they conflicted. And they focused on appealing, like appeal, is it English? Is this the same? Instead of like more than realization, they focused on appealing, and they compare what each side said. And then you see Taylor Swift and how she said that she supports Harris on social media. I have seen that she closed the comment section on Instagram, and I thought that because somebody big tweeted, posted on X, I thought that she did it this time, but he got a community note saying that she had actually closed that comment section for a couple of years now. But yeah. And I didn't get to read what she stated or like originally in the post, but this newspaper says that in this August, Trump was sharing the picture as if Taylor Swift was supporting Trump using the AI generated picture. So Swift said in her post that she's going to fight with disinformation, and publicly stated her support for Harris. Maybe there's that aspect, but it's like we all knew though that she would support Harris. Yeah. What I think about, like, I have to repeat this, Americans, I think that this time Americans they needed to pick President Trump over Harris for two big reasons. Instead of like looking into what they are actually saying, I think the important point is that one, Trump was attacked. Like, let's not forget that he is alive now today, but that's a miracle. Like, he could have been dead on stage that day, right? When he was shot. He was actually shot. And that he took the bullet for you, for the democracy, that like he is, of course, he's saying all of things, and sometimes he exaggerates. Like, let's not ignore that. Like, yeah, but the fundamental things that he is trying to say, and that is actually the reflection of American people. Maybe he agitates a little bit here and there, but that's because he's being on TV and he knows how to get attention, and that's just his tactics. What's important is that there are people, American people, actually agree with him, and he's rather taking those voices to put them together and stating as his own. That's what I see. And he took the bullet for you, right? And that's important. The second point is that Harris is a current vice president. Some people say like, oh, she doesn't have any power to actually does her policies or whatever. But she is with Biden. She's Team Biden. And she had all these years. And if she has some good idea, then she has to talk to Biden and do something about it, right? Like, I don't think that she has no influence to him, Like, why did she run with Biden, in the first place? Because she wanted to, and there were things that she wanted to do in that administration that she is running together right now. And if you know, so like how we look at it here, at least in Japan, is that experts are pointing out, like especially like when we look at other topics like Ukraine issue, like Ukraine Russia war, for example, like I hear our experts pointing out like, oh, what's going to happen, when America has a different president, after Biden. Is it going to be Trump, Harris, and what's going to happen, like what the difference would be, and some man, I got distracted by some kind of noise, maybe my husband. Yeah, what's gonna happen? And so continuation. It's some people say that it will be, if Harris was chosen and she becomes the next president, then it would be the continuation of Biden administration, because she is the vice president of Biden, and also she's the Democrat, right? So that's how we see. And I believe the Americans should know that too. Those Harris supporters, like, and this is on the third page as well. Like it continues, like we going on and on about the analysis, and also not much analysis though. It's just laying out what happened in the debate and what they're saying. So, and the support rate. Somehow Harris is rising here in the poll that they are sharing. Harris, Trump. Yeah. But the pet comment, man. Man, what did you guys think about Harris's face though? Some people here were reacting to her face, saying that she was making some face all the while, the Trump was just death stare in the whole time. He's like doesn't look at her. Right. And it's very, so it was such a contrast, and Harris was like right, she was doing the Harris thing as always. And some people were complaining that they had to look at Harris's, like how she does funny thing with her face all the minutes, all the time that debate continued. Yeah. Anyway, America is the biggest economy in the world, not biggest land mass, and not biggest population. Yeah. When I say America is the biggest, I'm talking about the power, the political power, like economy and military and everything included. But usually when we Japanese talk about the size of countries, we think of GDP. Maybe it's a Japanese thing, but we think of a GDP always. Like when we talk about the sizes of the countries in the world, we have a table in our head, like America, China, Japan, and is it Germany? Oh, Germany is bigger than us now, and then Japan and blah. So let's see. Just looking at your comment. It was an outlandish thing for Trump to say, but like other outlandish things, he ends up setting the entire media agenda. The only thing anyone remembers from the debate is the pet comments. That's so true. That is so true. Everyone is talking about it. And on the top of it, like that's the only remark that Trump made that is kind of controversial. And other than that, he just cleared everything, And one part of the newspaper actually pointing out that, oh yeah, here he says that it was over an hour and a half, and Trump kept like energetically, stating things, right? And by that energy, he didn't made us realize that he is actually 78 years old. It says that here. That it's so unbelievable, right? Like he's 78. So powerful. So powerful. Energetic, you know? Yep. Let's see. Anything else? Taylor Swift, 90% of her hit songs are about choosing the wrong person. I know. I saw that. I reposted it. Yeah. Exactly. Let's see. She was the token ethnic female that the party needed for identity politics. Yeah, I agree. And what's interesting is that I saw in this newspaper, like I didn't get to listen to the whole debate, as I said, but this showed the analysis that Trump actually didn't go there this time in the debate. Like he didn't attack her like that, talking about her skin color and so on. So that was interesting. Oh, super chat. Yes, I was waiting for that. Yes. Nagoya High Court is affirming citizenship for children of African migrants in Japan. Yoko, when will the madness end? This will be bad for Japan. We're not. I don't hear about it here, though. People are not talking about things like that right now. You know why? Because this is what's happening here. This. You see, this is LDP members. Our governing party. They are having an election right now to decide their leader. And they don't actually have over here too. This, you see the picture 2024. They're deciding the leader, and here the opposition party is having an election to decide their leader as well right now. So we keep talking, like all the news that we see are about this, like these things. So yeah. But the immigrant issue is something that we need to be alert on, though. Like, it's what's difficult about immigrant thing in Japan is that I'm not aware of what's going on in Nagoya, by the way, because I'm not following that kind of news. But I do see some clips every now and then, though, on my feed on X, for example. And what I realized, though, is that it has such a regional differences, you know, like in Kawaguchi City or maybe in Nagoya or elsewhere, you know, or there are lots of Muslims or whatever. Like it's different in each area. And but what's interesting to me is that, for example, when I was in university in Osaka, my friend from Gifu was telling me that she, like in her local area, there are lots of Brazilians, that it was a daily thing to encounter Brazilians, you know, locally, before coming to university. So I went to university from 2004 to 2008, like Bush, Obama, somewhere around there, you know, and we didn't hear any problem, you know, like those Brazilians, by the way, are working in automobile industry, you know, it's been a thing in Japan and we had no problems. But with certain people, you know, especially from Middle East, I think, like, it's not about Muslims, you know, because we have lots of Muslims here, from Uyghurs are here, and Indonesian and so on, they are here. But what's different about them is that they are moderate. They're not like fundamentalist or anything extreme like that. But Middle Eastern people, I think that their beliefs are very strong. So, but the majority of us though are like, we don't want to change for foreigners that decide to, like, they choose to come here and tell us to change. Like, there's no logic there, and we have, the majority of Japanese people at least have that common sense. Like, it's a common sense, we understand that, like, it's a common values. Like, why do you choose to come here and complain and try to change us? Doesn't make sense to us. But leftists, though, they can use foreigners to change the system in Japan, just like what they're doing with marriage system here right now. What's controversial right now, even in this leader deciding our next leader too. One of the topics that we are talking about is what you call in English, just having different name. Separate surnames for husband and wife. Different surnames for couples. Yes, exactly. It's just darkly translating, I guess. But yeah, so when we get married, it's the same in America too, and elsewhere, most of the countries, that usually when you get married, women change their names to, they change their surname to the husband's, right? I did the same. I was Yoko Mada and I changed to Yoko Ishii. Yeah, right? New Yoko was born. And leftists are complaining, like they want to cut the ties inside the family. So, and, like they don't like the value of families, right? And they want to cut the family ties and make it individuals. And so that the whole nation, a bunch of families are now individuals. The individuals are treated equally in the system, and bam, communism or socialism or whatever, like whichever they like. So that's the picture they have. And in order to do that, they're using some women, it's actually annoying, like I was annoyed by the process as well. Like I have to change all the names, in my credit card, my the bank accounts, and all the documents that I have filed before. Like I had to change everything, right? It was so annoying. I think that there are some things still left the same, but yeah, that we have to go through that. It's annoying, but this is for love, right? Like we can, it's a fun process too, that like, oh, I'm new now. Right? And also like it's the same family, it's like we don't have children, unfortunately, but we have the same family, name the same, and it's like Ishii, right? Now, like I'm Ishii now, so Ishii family. I'm like, yeah, but they want to cut that. So but people are using, some women don't like it for some reason, and they're taking advantage of that to destroy our country and our tradition, our values that come out of it. Same thing, I believe, for immigrants, that they want to use certain kind of foreigners, to and report on that so that they can influence us. And in the end, they want to change our society. So either Hide is back or Yoko got a dog. Maybe my husband is a dog. He's back. Yeah, he's here. Yep. We have magic soil that turns anyone who steps on it into a doctor, engineer, lawyer. What do you mean? Some speaker house, vice President Harris, the Senate. Let's see. Japan granting citizens to children of Afghanistan and migrants? Not sure. Hi, Yoko. Have you noticed in social media there is more content encouraging foreigners to live in Japan? I've seen the kinds that tell you to move to Japan because the houses are cheap. There are like vacant, cheap houses, like a real estate perspective. Like I've seen videos like that. Also, there was this false information spreading. It came out of self-claimed Japanese person, but we're not sure if she's even Japanese, because anyone can make it seem like the person has got a passport, right? And we can't really tell from a video. But but this woman speaking English is once she was promoting that, in order to fix our problems, like population problem, foreigners come here, get married with Japanese women, and that would solve the issue. Such an optimistic, like she's entitled to her opinions, But I don't know the tone of her though. Like I don't know that person, and I can't tell if she's joking or if she's serious. Like I can't tell. But she says like, yeah, just come here. That's cute. I get it. It's cute. Like she's cute, okay? But like, why is she saying? And then it was a false information that she was spreading. Like oh, like, did it come from her that if you come here and have our children, then you get money or some sort? That there was some kind of misinformation. I don't know it rooted from her or this black lady that took the narrative from her. Like there was some confusion going on there. Like I didn't get into that because I have no time for that sort of stupid things. Like it's an internet thing, like I get sick of some people are just stupid. Like don't you think like when you look at X, like if you stare at X for a certain period of time, like you feel like you're going crazy because people are so stupid. So I'm like, oh no more phone, So I don't like, I try to stay calm and objective by looking at the real news, Yeah. Anyway. You must go to sleep. Where did the bird go? What? When did that happen? Wait. I didn't notice that. I was probably looking around, right? Trying to focus and maybe when I heard the noise, was it the time? Where's my bird? Where's my bird? Did I knock it down? Did I do it? Did I do it? I hope not. Maybe when I put this like this. Like I have a newspaper. I did this. I remember that. Did that affect it? Or was it my poor bird? I don't know, man. To like I'll just put it here so that I feel better from what I might have done. I don't know. Did something or someone eat the bird? Trump's commentary included, I think, like, there are some claims about birds actually, right? Like I see cats and birds that are eaten. Quebec made it illegal for women to change their surname. They claim that French surnames are disappearing. I bet. That's so silly. Like, I understand that some women don't want to change their names, but I'm like, if you are deeply in love with yourself like that, then just don't get married, you know? Since when I was a little girl, I always dreamed about changing my name. Like, I really loved my parents, you know. I've always loved my parents and where they come from, you know, and our family roots. I always am proud, and I didn't want to change that, you know. But changing my name doesn't change that background, right? And also I wanted to I always dream like is what is my name going to be when I get married. So whenever I had a crush on some boy, I always actually put it together in my head, like, oh, Yoko something, oh, Yoko something, right? Like, I had to fantasize or daydream, you know, about my future name, and I became Yoko Ishii, but you know what I mean. So I don't know why they can't enjoy life like that. Oh, Yoko Tax, yes, thank you, thank you. Yeah, are you feeling better? Because I am, as you can tell. It ended up like I realized that it was my usual stomach ache. Someone is happy. Happy, happy, happy. Okay. Shimbun. Newspaper. You could knock the bird down when you put the newspaper. Really? Oh no! Oh no! 痛かったね. It hurt. So sorry. I was so concentrating because what's happening in my head when I do this live stream, what's happening in my head is that I'm remembering the talking points, you know, like the points that I have to make. That's one thing. So political mind is working. The second thing is that I have to think of the English grammar, you know. Like, it's easy to put together sentences that are easy, but sometimes, like, when you speak when you talk about politics, it's a huge topic and it's kind of complicating it. So like my mind goes like here and there, and I have to think about all the things together. So I don't want to look at others thing and I just want to concentrate. So that happens. Sorry. I know who you are talking about, but don't remember her name. She works with Matcha Samurai, who's also Japanese living in Australia. Well, where did that come from? Oh, did you see your former prime minister, the one before Kishida? Kishida さんの前誰だっけ? Suga さん? Suga さん? Say the countries that took in immigrants had zero problems. Guy straight lie. 移民を受け入れた国は問題は一つもないと日本の前のプライムミニスターが言った We are not sure. Maybe Matcha Samurai? Who's Matcha Samurai? Living in Australia? I don't know what you're talking about. Give us a bird. I'm feeling okay, just tired. I don't get much sleep before work today. Oh, sleep is important. Yeah. I wish that our technology advanced so much so that, you know, the sleep efficiency is better. Let's see. You said it correctly, Yoko. Is self-absorption and does not bode well for the marriage. Man, there are words that I don't know. From a quick Google search, I found that Nagoya High Court ruled that children of Afghan immigrants can be Japanese citizens because Japan does not recognize the Taliban as a legitimate government. Oh, that sort of problem. Let's see. Let me Google then, if you guys want to know. 名古屋、アフガニスタンの話。アフガン。これ。アフガニスタン難民の子供に日本国籍取得認める名古屋高裁。日本で生まれた子の父と母が国籍を持たないまま子供を日本国民とすると規定しています。国籍法はね。アフガン、タリバンで10月、国籍上だった。日本人住む日本で。Oh, I see. Well, that will happen. そりゃそうなるよね。ご主人様。見てない。見てない。見てない。見て。I will ask my husband later. Because he's my political mentor. My husband is very strong on the point, though, that it's not going to change much here in Japan. Because we have a strong, strict legal system, and it's just how it is, Is it gonna, we don't even have refugees here, right? We don't acknowledge them, unlike America or Canada or elsewhere. And there are some people that use the loophole, that what's tricky about the pattern, pattern, I think, is that those who come by sightseeing visa and stay here illegally longer than the period that they're supposed to be, with sightseeing visa, usually you are not supposed to work, right? When you want to work, you have to get a working work visa. But some people don't apply for that, just come here and stay longer and so on, and that sort of things can be a problem. But we are digitalizing our system right now. We just like you have social security number, we have my number card now. It's called my number card. Cute, right? And so it's a digital, it looks like a credit card, but it has your it's your identification card, and so it has your face, a facial, what, headshot, your picture and your address, your name, and also some digital things that that you can't make by your own, and so on. So, and it's you put all the information in that card, basically. So when I go to clinic now, I give that card so that they recognize me. And because I am in the insurance, we have a national insurance, like Obamacare. But we're not a socialist nation, but we have that system. We made it a long time ago, and so we only have to pay usually for 30% of the medical fee and so on, and the doctors prescribe medicines, and and they put the information in the card information. So then, if I go to another clinic, even somewhere far, they can tell oh, Yoko was prescribed this medicine, so let's not give her this or that, they can do that. And and it's just, the example is about the medical field, but we have it's just doesn't have any boundaries, so leftists are scared of that. But let's get to the super chat. Thank you so much for super chat. Did you see the Ubisoft stock plummet? What is plum? Went down or something? Plummet. 下落、急な下落。Yes. Went down. I think someone put a Ju-on curse on their stock value because of the Yasuke Black Samurai thing. I bet that's the that's the reason why. Yeah. Like, first of all, I think it's wrong to create like a game, especially themed about Japan. Is supposed to be historically correct, right? And they didn't do that. And what's worse is that people are what's the word? Like, people are upset about it, right? Like, disgusted by what they did with the work. Even though they were doing great in the past, this work is such a problem that a lot of people are upset, and that is a problem when creating products, I think, in general. So yeah, I bet that's a case too. But I didn't know the stock market plummeted. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's good news. Like, it's important. Like, in what you call, like, in this what's the word? Yeah, capitalism. In capitalism, we have to. That's how we do the democracy, right? So, Yoko tax. Thank you, Nate. You too. Yoko still looks like 21. Yes. Did you hear? Did you hear? I have to tell him, yes, I win. My husband is 9 years older than me, so he always tries to make it seem like he's young, but he's genuinely, he's like annoyed that I got the comment. Why don't Japan sue Ubisoft? 日本はなんでその安家問題作った会社を提訴しないのかと。Like, Japan as a country, government, or what? Who do you think? Like, what do you mean by Japan? I guess that will open. なんで？だから被害者は誰なのかっていうところよね。本来被害者が訴えるからな。まあまあそうだね。So in courts, there has to be a victim, and who are the victims? I mean, we are all victims, but like, when it comes to suing, like, who are the victim? Ubisoft stock is so bad they are afraid of outsider buying it up. So consider going private. Wow, that bad. Like, Egypt sued Netflix over Cleopatra. Oh yeah, あったな。エジプトがクレオパトラのなんかエンタメに文句言っとって訴えたのあれ。エジプトクレオパトラ。I see that this news. Let's see. How did they do that? どこに書いてあるんだ? It says in the title, but I don't see how they did it. 国? The country did it? 国がって書いてんな。謎。Interesting. I feel like the only way Ubisoft will stop the nonsense is unless it hits their wallet. Yeah. I think that's the same in every business. Yeah. People do that like do like I don't know, even in politics. What we do sometimes is that, for example, our Japanese Communist Party was selling their newspaper. Like they have a Communist Party. Like it's not only Japanese Communist Party. That's a party here, like a legitimate, the real party that has seats in our national diet, just like your Congress. So it's legal. They have seats. But anyway, it's a small party. But in order to run their, power, they were selling their own newspaper to officials like teachers and so on, that work for the locals or the country. They were sending that to every everything like that. And my friend, city councilor, he exposed that problem, that they are forcing the purchase onto the officials and so on. So now I don't know what happened to that though. But his idea was to cut their financial ties. Yeah. Who your pick for LDP leadership? It's hard to say, but probably Takaichi. But if Miss Takaichi is picked, then she's gonna be bashed from China and also leftists here, just like Abe was, because of her supporters on the right side, like especially internet right wings. It's good that we all support her, but there are like ultra right kind of internet right wings, that we don't like generally. So and they don't have manners or anything, like they're rude, they're loud, they don't have common sense. So it's getting, and also they attack other candidates, even though it's not supposed to, like they're not supposed to do that. Takaichi is telling them not to do that, but they're doing that, and it's really nasty, right? And so we don't like those supporters, and because of that we have the image of Takaichi worsening. Like it's getting bad, because of them. And also because the right wings are supporting her, even though she herself is just a conservative politician. She's not like right wing politician, but the image, because of the supporters, because the supporters are right wings, it's giving her such an image that she is. And of course leftists are not ignoring that, and they are attacking her because of that. That's a huge point for them, I think. And I think that China will do the same probably. So yep, let's see. Well, oh yeah, these are the faces. But I like Kobayashi, Mr. Kobayashi, and also Mr. Kato as well. But Kato doesn't have a chance. And Kobayashi, wait, how should you? So for those who don't know, Takaichi, Miss Takaichi, Mr. Kobayashi, he's really good at national security, economic security. Really good, super duper smart. And this guy, Katsunobu Kato, he was close to Abe. His family is very close to Abe. And so his values are conservative as well. But conservative people only look like modern conservatives, that are busy being online. They only take information that are available on social media. So they don't actually know politics. So they don't know about him, even though he's really good. So that's sad. Yep. Any more Yoko tags? Have to go in 10 minutes. My husband and I, we have to go to Taiwan very soon, in a few days. We have to go to Taiwan. And I need to get ready. So in order to do that, I need to go buy some stuff in the city. So I have to go out after this. Sure. Your support will be very helpful. What should I talk about at the end? So Trump, Russia. Yeah, so the reason why we are going to Taiwan is because there will be Free Nations of Post-Russia Forum. Both my husband and I, both of us will be speaking there. So, oh yay! Thank you, Bird Up. Yoko text 2. Electric Boogaloo? What is that? Huh? Boogaloo. I got it. Rhythm and blues. Break dance. I'm confused. What is that? Electric Boogaloo. 1970. California. Dance team. Street dance. 懐中電灯じゃあ、そうイギリス。ノコギリ Saw? What? I'm so confused. Electric Boogaloo was a dance and also a movie. That's so random. Taiwan tax! Taiwan tax! Thank you so much, Patriotic Gestalt. Thank you. Yes, now we can fly to Taiwan thanks to Bird Up and Patriotic Gestalt. We're gonna fly. Do you know Shoebill Stork? They're so cute. When they drink water, they drink with this huge part. Drink, bring up. Water goes down. They can't really drink, so it's cute. It's a meme because of the movie Breaking Into Electric Boogaloo. Am I reading it right, Boogaloo? Oops, I missed your reaction. What was Yoko's opinion on the debate? Oh no, you gotta go back in the beginning. I talked about it a lot in the beginning. I was concentrating so much so that I put my newspaper here, and then it seems that this bird flew away. It's so huge. Time machine active. Oh yeah. Go back to the past. Hope you and your husband have a wonderful trip. Thank you. I hope so too. I think electric boogaloo also means civil war. I may be wrong. Oh man, a lot of things I need to learn about America. Man, you know, I often think that English is easy for many people, right? And some people can learn accents as well. So part of me thinks like, oh, I guess it's easy, kind of easy to, pretend to be American. But then, when you talk about things like that, like I have no idea, So Shinzo Abe is left wing, no conservative. Very, very true conservative. But because he was in LDP, our governing party, Liberal Democratic Party. Our governing party is supposed to be conservative in our left biased society. But it's just normal, just normal in this age, I think. And because of the Liberal Democratic Party, even though he himself is conservative, he had to compromise here and there. So he not all his policies were conservative. Like it doesn't. What we have is a democratic system, so it's not like a dictator, just like Putin or Xi Jinping or Kim Jong Un. Like we can't do politics like that. Like we have to listen to other members and so on. So he was really good at compromise, and also creating. So what happens politically is that when you compromise, that's basically your opponent owes you, right? So then you can tell the person to pay it back at a certain point in time. So he knew when to do that, he calculated well. So Super, thank you. I missed the debate subject. Huh? I missed the debate subject, but the debates can be debated on because people talk and sometimes they disagree. So they debate these disagreement, and sometimes it's on TV, so we can watch. That was Kama. Man, maybe I should make a short video of random Harris instead of random Yoko. Random Harris. Crackles Harris. Random Crackles Harris. Just look at everything, anything at all, and just bursts into laughter. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, Yoko. Thank you. Yoko, do you need a book recommended to read on the plane ride and travels? Oh, I'm not actually a reader. I'm not good at reading much, especially books. I like to watch things. Such a millennial, Robbie, thank you for your Taiwan docs. Yes, thank you. Taiwan docs. In Taiwan, ask about how countries can use more nuclear power to be less dependent on Russian fossil fuels. Oh, nuclear power plants, you mean? Yeah, that's a good point. Because they are using their power. What's happening right now, though? 今ってロシアのエネルギーは入ってきてない？違う、ヨーロッパ。ヨーロッパ？うん。いや、そんなことない。使ってるんだ。Yeah. Okay. So they are still using Russian power then. That's an important point. Yeah, energy is such an important thing, like a perspective wise, in politics, I know that America will be able to export energy more. I really hope that that's the direction that America is taking. Yes. I mean, like, you have to, drill for now. But in the meantime, I know that America has technology. And also, like, you have found some, what's the name? Some gas. なんだっけ? なんかアメリカのシェールガス。シェル I don't know the pronunciation. Huh? Fracking? Yeah. Fracking. Oh, my husband knows it better. Yeah. So you have that, so that's cool. Oh, so drill means the fracking. Okay. I was confused. Like, I thought that Trump was talking about other things. Okay. Yeah, that's important. So that, like, if America becomes, like, energy country, then Japan has alliance. I know that we should do our things as well. China is, coming into our territories, so that they are looking for, same for South China Sea, they are looking for energy sources, right? And Japan should be more eager when it comes to that, Yep. So silly. We have technology. We have good people that can, listen, obey our rules. We have a good level of people, but our nation's will is weak because our leftists are still cursing us. So silly. But I feel like our leftists are changing gradually though by the influence of Western liberals, because Western liberals they fight. They are hawkish, right? So but our leftists don't they're like no war, They're all like, oh, no war, no nuclear power, no. They say that. So but now we are influenced by Western countries, that are supporting Ukraine, for example, to fight, right? Oh, speaking of which, super chat, thank you. I'll get to that. Speaking of which, Ukraine. What was I gonna say? Ukraine. Oh yeah. So Harris, if you pick Harris again, it's gonna be the continuation of Biden administration for the most part, right? And Ukraine must win, or else, what was all the support that Biden administration kept doing? All the aids and all the weapons that America was giving or selling to Ukraine. What was that for? Ukraine must win, or else, what was that for? So really, I can tell that America is kind of hurting. Ukraine also is. I guess they're getting prepared for the scenario of Trump winning. So in order to create a good foundation for making a cease deal, they have to go into Russia so that they can compromise a little bit, right? But it's not working well right as of right now, though, it seems. But we have to think of what was Biden doing? Your tax money, your technology, all of that was going to Ukraine, and you have to ask the result, I think. Oh, thank you so much for super chat. Addition now. Super chat. Do you think Japan will develop more nuclear power plants, or did the perception of them change after Fukushima? It's gradually changing, and I think that it's at least Kishida administration, our current administration, is trying to. They want to use all the nuclear power plants. We are, some of them are working just like in my region, but in other places there are still others that are not operating right now, and our government wants to do that. But we have a weird system that we have conditions, a lot of strict conditions, and so some are stopped because the place that they built it on is the plates of the earthquakes and so on. I'm like, but yeah, and I think that and we expanded the span, how long we can use nuclear power plants. We extended that to 60年でしたんだっけ? 60 years. So we were gonna, some of the nuclear power plants were gonna go out of date, and we had to stop using them. But was it Kishida administration? Yeah, this administration expanded the period so that we can keep using. So 40 years to 60, now it's 60 years. Oh, and in the meantime, that it's the power plants are not operating, it's not counted. Yeah, we have like, it's not only nuclear power plants, it's just in Japan, our standards in anything, it's really strict compared to other countries usually. So it's we are torturing ourselves like you know. Yeah, it's sorry. Yeah. Yes. Fracking has opened a lot of ways to drill all kinds of energy. Cool. Hydraulic fracturing is some more recent technology to get more natural gas, methane, for drilling. Cool. Not just oil, it's natural gas as well. Cool. Yeah, Bird Up, you're the channel sponsor. Yes. This channel, this live streams is brought to you by Bird Up. Thank you so much. Oh, it's been an hour. I should go. Hey, somebody is late. I was just about to go. I mean, I was a little bit earlier than usual. It's still late though, but some people are huh? Yeah, it's supposed to be like 11 p.m. EST, right? I can't. I get up at noon usually. I can fall asleep only at like 3 or so, 2 or 3 in the morning, and then wake up before noon. So that's the best timing for me. Like I'm messed up, you know. My inner cycle is messed up like that. But I've learned my pattern. Like it's okay. It's like 2 or 3 in 2 or 3. I go to sleep, and then 8 or 9 hours later I wake up, and that's by that cycle I'm most energetic, and that's why I can't really have a real job. I can write and so on, like, but you know, creative people are like that though. Like they work in a night, they're wide awake at night, and not very good in the morning. My blood pressure is bad too. So, extra Yoko hour super chat. Oh no, I have to go though. Yay! But thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Yeah. It's so sad though. The expense that I have are usually for the service, like, you know, running a website. Like I have a randomyoko.com. I have that website. And just to maintain that, to me, that's a huge burden. And because the annual payment comes and so on. And yeah, like a lot of like I don't buy things, you know, like only makeup, even makeup. Like the lady is waiting for me, so I'm not really paying, but and also scholarship. I mean, school loan money. That's a burden too, and I'm not supposed to be paying much, but everything is expensive, so yeah. So it helps. What I'm trying to say is it helps. I should write more though, like articles and so on. And I know that I am actually supposed to make videos. You know, I should make videos, but I don't know the direction that I should take, because I want to deliver what's really important. You know, like the biggest thing that I'm cautious of is China and Russia, and now North Korea is getting in the loop. You know, that's a huge deal for us Asians. And that's something that I want to think about with my allies in the world. And also, I want to spread that perspective to the world. So I should focus on that. But I know that what gets hot in the internet field is rather like identity politics or immigrant issue and so on. So, speaking of immigrant issue, by the way, I listened to, is it Mark Levin? Is that the correct name? I on Fox News. I like that man. I resonate with that guy really well. So I really like to listen to him. But he was showing, was it him that was saying that like how Harris wasn't, like, we didn't know what Harris was saying. Like, you don't really know her policies, Trump, like whatever he says, like, his policies, what lies beneath the policies that he has and everything. Like, you know what he's talking about, like, right? Like when it comes to Trump, but when it comes to Harris, you have no idea. And also, he was sharing 2 articles, only the titles, but this is important. 25 lies Kamala Harris told in her debate against Trump. So they were fact-checking Trump, but they were not fact-checking Kamala Harris. Another he shared is Breitbart, 21 false claims and hoax by Kamala Harris that ABC's debate moderators did not fact-check. So it's really cool that people like that, report these things. Yeah. Just remember that at the end. Levin. Oh, it's Levin, but Lavin. The pronunciation is Lavin. Yeah, that's the guy's name. Yeah. That man is really good. Speaking of who's good from America, looking at the world today, all this chaos and just Biden administration being so weak, and now we are in this weird, like, our world is out of order. It's so messed up everywhere, and our opponents are shaking hands everywhere. They're going into global south as well. And in this such a chaotic time, like, Trump was doing well. Everything was in order. Like, it was a good time. Remember they getting, like, even including Putin, like, they were sitting together. Even Xi Jinping, they were sitting together, doing well. Everything was in order. American economy was good. So was Japan. And we are all good, and politics was politics, and we were able to focus on policies, right? We were making world better. But then Biden took office, and especially after the wrong withdrawal of Afghanistan, Putin saw the chance. Then Putin began invading to Ukraine, and since then, like, the world became weird, like, it became really strange, right? And now if Harris becomes the leader, then it's going to continue, and it's not going to work, in this world. And I realized, like, Trump really, like, in addition to the 2 things I talked about earlier about the attack against democracy, and Harris, just being the vice president of Biden, in addition to that, like, the world needs Trump. I think his strong presence and strong America is what the world needs right now, at least for us on the free world side. It's really what we truly need. Like, those gangsters, like, it's mafia nations, North Korea, Russia, China, they don't listen to words, they listen to power. So the only person from America that can, show that is Donald Trump. And I was just reminded because I talked about Mark Lavin. I don't know the pronunciation, but then I remembered Miss Phyllis Schlafly's article that I read in 2005 or 2016, that it was titled "Donald Trump is the last hope for America." And that phrase is stuck in my head, that he's the last hope for America. And same for the world, like, he's the last hope. That's what I think. And super chat, oh my gosh, thank you. Harris policies are important, and when we have policies now, we can plan for policies in the future, and the future is important. So let's plan for future policies in the future. As I read this, I heard thunder. It's kind of, I can see the sunlight, but it's like cloudy. And right the moment I was done with the ha ha ha, I heard the thunder. The clouds or the sky or sky is gonna vomit. Yeah. Yeah. The sky, the above world is mad at Harris. Thank you so much for super chat, Bird Up. Bird Up, Bird Up, Bird Up, Bird Up. Thank you. Man, I feel like this bird, brought you to me. Thank you. This is such a, he brings fortune. Yep. Dramatic thunder. Yeah, just creating the what you call, like just like in TV shows, you need some sounds in the background. Yeah. Rest in peace, Phyllis Schlafly. Yeah. Michael Savage is angry enough. He's a doctor, right? What? Was he a doctor guy? What? Man, there's so many people that I forget. Oh, maybe not. Wait, who was the doctor guy? Wasn't it this guy? Yeah. 配信ありがとう。お大事に皆さんありがとう。Thank you so much. Bird up. Ben Carson. Birds of a feather flock together. Ah, you rhyming now? The debate was 3 versus 1. Yeah. Lavigne. Okay. That's just like Avril Lavigne, but different spell. Jordan Peterson. No. 理学博士誰だっけ? I forget. I wrote an article about like Americans, like big figures or doctors to supporting Trump back in 2015 to 16. And, when people were, especially the leftists, were thinking that Trump is, ridiculous or whatever. And I've been the same, I'm like, oh, but Trump train is coming. So I was introducing a lot of voices. And, but man, America, like no matter how dark you feel, I want you to know that America is blessed with a lot of amazing people, a lot of talented, really, really smart, intelligent people. I'm not saying to be liked by you. Like, it's real. It's super real that some people, I guess it's a system, you have to, it's the American dream, but in order to climb up the ladder, you actually have to have the talent and abilities, and the standards in America are very high. So you actually have to have the ability, right? And you compete each other. So the standards are raised. And the top of the top people are really, really, usually really, really smart. And those who are not assigned positions, even so, they are, their standards are high. So really, really smart, amazing people are there. So considering that, Kamala Harris is weird because she's she's nothing like what I picture about intelligent Americans that it's like the American dream, you know? It is so weird because I listen to all kinds of YouTubers, you know, from America because I like American English, American culture. I want to be soaked in it, right? So I listen to a lot of people, you know, including entrepreneurs, like business owners and so on. Too, they are really smart, right? And they know how to socialize too, and they know how to speak and everything. And Kamala Harris on the top of the country, like it doesn't. The balance is way off. I just don't get it. You know. Oh, right, and Sam, thank you so much for your super chat. Hello, friend. Hello. Hope you are doing well. Thanks for coming. I was gonna end this live stream, but I guess I'm cursed by your Bird Up's extra hour super chat. I don't intend to, but I just keep rumbling, and I guess I'm influenced by that, maybe. Yeah. It's so crazy, man. That, yeah. But over here, though, at least we have learned through our LDP election right now that, for example, the Kobayashi, Mr. Kobayashi is. Can you sit? Can you please sit? Yeah. Kobayashi, where is he? It's the middle guy on the top. This is Kobayashi, Mr. Kobayashi. He's really, really smart. Really smart. Like not Ramaswamy smart, like Vivek Ramaswamy, for example. He's smart, right? But not really like he knows what to do in business and so on, but not politics. You know, he needs to learn how things work in politics. Like I can tell that he needs that sort of like all he needs to do is just to be in the political field and he will have no problems. But like you can tell that. But like our Kobayashi is really smart like him, but also he has been he's been the National Diet member for years now. Like he won 4 times, like 4 terms. So that's a long time. He's 49 years old, very young, like by our standard. So yeah, and so like he's like a Ramaswamy, but like this guy knows politics. You know what I mean? Like but not that aggressive eloquency, but you know, like you know how some smart people like they're just on a different level. So, but anyway, I'm rambling, and I should probably go. We appreciate your rambling. You gotta appreciate Bird Up for sponsoring. Thank you so much. I should go though, right? Yeah, it's been an hour and a half. So, yep. Okay. I think I just should let everything go. So, whew, I can go now, I think. Yeah. Oh, it's almost 4. You guys have to go to sleep and I have to hopefully go buy stuff in the city. The weather is not good right now though. Hopefully it will stop. It's gonna rain and stop hopefully soon. Okay. See you next week. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers. This segment brought to you by Bird Up. Yes. Thank you. This has been Random Yoko sponsored by Bird Up, the shoe hornbill. Every time I see Vivek, I want a Slurpee. What the Slurpee? Just drink. Because he rambles. I don't know. Anyway, okay. Be well, guys. I'll be in Taiwan the coming week. Wish me luck. I hope that my health state will be good and that we will have a successful event. So, I will have my internet with me. So I'll be posting on X and so on. Okay. Thank you, Kurayoko and Hide. Thank you. 7-Eleven joke. Oh, I see. Just like eating popcorn, maybe. Okay. Be well. And I see you next week again. Thank you. Okay. Bye.